is the ground, because I knew that I was finally free. A nervous breakdown. And that's when my dad really took notice, and he asked me what I wanted to do. And I said, I want to go to America. Something in my heart said that if I came to America, I would be saved. And so my father decided to send me some money, and he said, why don't you take the kids and go to visit your uncle and take a vacation, take a break. And I said, okay. It was summertime. It wasn't going to be a break. I was never going to go back if I ever got out of there. And when I landed in New York in '99, I was clutching my two children. My daughter was 11, my son was 6 years old. And I sat on that flight holding on to my kids because I was afraid that they could come on the plane and take my children from me, and I would have no rights. And so when we landed, I got off that plane and I wanted to kiss the ground because I knew that I was finally free. And I didn't know how I was going to make it. I did not have degrees. I did not have money. I had a couple $100s, and I had two children. But I knew that I was going to make a new life, and I knew that my children were not going to grow up. My son was not going to grow up to be like his father, and my daughter was not going to become property. And that was my promise to myself and to my children, that they were going to get an education and live in a free country. So finally, I was in America and I could start life over. And I did. I was able to get a job. I had a company that sponsored me. I learned how to drive and got an apartment and started a new life. And my children got into school. And I finally felt like I was free. And throughout this time, God had become so important to me that I had become a very devout Muslim. And my children had a Quran teacher. I was going to make sure that my children were good Muslims. And so I worked very hard for that. And finally, I had come to a place where things were normal. I was free, I had a job, my kids were doing okay. And so my prayer to Allah changed. I went from begging Allah to save me